Hello. And yes, like a video review, because I can't seem to figure out how I want to do it, but I want to do it. In the meantime, let's... Oh shit, I think I may have overwritten the save. I did. Shit. Because I had a save where I was supposed to wait forever for something to happen. Where do we begin? Because my original approach was that, you know, I could do like a proper video review with low but existing production value. Then it quickly became obvious that that is not my style, I can't do that. I can maybe write something like that, but if I'm supposed to make a video of it, then it's not gonna feel right to me. So then I was leaning more towards just making a rant where, okay, I have these points, let me write up some notes about them and just record a video about those notes. Then I did that. I got to the end of like a bit about Always Online, and that was 7 minutes long. I was like, this is actually gonna be like an hour-long thing if I continue like this. That's not really a viable option either. So now I'm leaning towards just making very brief notes about any possible thing I can think of, and just not elaborating if at all possible. Because with stuff like Always Online, I was originally thinking of doing stuff like including the reasons why it's always online and going through some bits that IO employees have said, but that approach quickly got out of hand. So at this point I'm just trying to remind myself of what things really sucked and what things were good. So if you can think of stuff that I should bring up, now's a good time. I already have some form of list, which is already looking fucking long, honestly. And actually, looking at the list right now, one thing I need to add, I'll remember when I looked at Dartmoor. So I honestly want to bring up like the weird ass pipes, because it does bug me how inconsistent they are. Oh, good point. Just mission story thing. That is definitely something I should bring up. Oh yeah, what do I have here? Always Online, the unlock system, challenges being weak, the rating system, the VR as a whole is a mess. The camera shouldn't be in the game, sniping is broken, you still can't mute Diana, the lighting in the old maps. While I haven't played the old maps much, just seeing those Sapienza screenshots, man, it does hurt. Then I think I'll have to bring up elusive targets to some degree, even if I don't know how they're actually gonna be. And Then the whole mess about unlocking Hitman 2 locations, or any old locations on PC, which just flat out doesn't work. And how IO handled that really poorly. Any positives? Yes! Berlin as a whole, both the gimmick and the look. Overall, I think the maps are more focused, so that's a big positive. The visuals of Chongqing alone deserve some recognition, as well as the random bit of dialogue in Chongqing, which with the lady with the umbrella. I do want to mention that. And I like how they actually worked with the story in this one, because I don't give a fuck about the main story. But it didn't get in the way like it did in Hitman 2. Instead, it just worked as a setup for interesting scenarios like Berlin and Chongqing. Also, the persistent shortcuts were better than expected. So I will mention positives as well. But I am a whiner, so I will stick with negatives mostly. Also, a couple of other things I will mention, which I don't know if they will be positives or negatives or somewhere in between, are the train mission. Pretty conflicted about that. And the key codes. Because it's kind of an alright way to unlock like doors and safes and such, but at the same time it does feel a bit like cheating when you know those codes beforehand. It'll be a video. I mean, review stream is every stream. Is it finally worth a buy? I mean, the first point I will make on the video is that I do not recommend this game because it's always online. That's the only thing that matters. Don't have to go any deeper than that. As long as it's always online, I will not recommend it. I honestly don't care if the server issues are back. That's not the reason why I'm against it. I'm against it because I'm all for the preservation of games or media in general. And Always Online is directly opposing that view. Where does it land in Hitman series power rankings? It will get a ranking once it's playable offline. Hey, Henry. Yeah, that's exactly it, Pounder. It's so easy to just say, yeah, the game is good. We've known this for 5 years and it hasn't changed. These are the parts that are not good. That's basically gonna be my approach to this. Yes, I mean, it's a single-player game that's always online. That I find inexcusable. And even for multiplayer games, I would want the option to have, like, option to set up your own server and play with friends, even if the community is long dead. But for a single-player game, I don't see a reason to accept Always Online. Justification? And you know what? I can rant about that on this stream. I just don't want to have the video to end up being like an hour long, but here I can go on about it for a bit. Excuse me for a second. Let me set something up. Because we have this. This is the best explanation of Always Online that IO has ever offered, and this is not an official statement by IO. But it's the best explanation that I have found. Because this is Cristian Corsano, he, at least in 2016, was the lead online developer. And he makes a couple of fair points here. The reason we took the direction was never to implement an online DRM, though. We moved scoring to cloud to give us tools to prevent cheating from destroying the leaderboards. Yeah, sure. I mean, then there's this. I would say that he's just talking shit. However,
but we had to make it.
However, this is also a thing.
A tough decision. Do we want to avoid cheating, or do we want to have an easy as possible single-player experience? And we chose to avoid cheating because our vision is a live service. Our vision is a platform for people to share and play with each other for years to come. Life is important for us, not cheating is important for us.
That's the former CEO of IO talking at the GDC in 2016. So, if two people from IO say that cheating was the reason for Always Online, then I won't argue that. It really does sound like they are amputating an arm because there's a paper cut in the finger. But, alright, if you want to make a stupid decision, who am I to judge? Anyway, that was only the one reason. The second bit is that they moved progression to the cloud because they wanted player profiles to be meaningful, to be a building stone for our community. Again, I would say that that wasn't a resounding success either, considering how the transfer between different platforms is going. But yeah, that's just like stupid reasoning for it. But he does make other good points somewhere in here. Looking in retrospect, it would have been technically possible to build all of these in a more offline-friendly way, but I would argue if we did follow a more traditional approach, we might not even have thought of some of these, or dismissed them because not having required systems to implement them. Many of the features we thought of during development also did not materialize, which makes the online requirement look a bit silly at this point. Like, this is honestly completely reasonable. Like, they just happen to have that online as a core component from the beginning, for whatever stupid reason. And because it was there, they were able to think about development with that in mind, and that allowed them to probably make the game better in some ways that may not be obvious. Like, totally fair in my books. And final good point he makes is, when it comes to offline mode, it is a question of time and priority. Supporting features offline is additional work, arguably because we did build these features to be online first and foremost. Again, it's totally fair. They're not gonna enable offline just by flicking a switch. I get it. I don't know how much work it's gonna take, and I don't think anybody outside of IO can guess the amount of work. However, if it's a question of time and priority, am I supposed to believe that in the last 4 years, this is from June 2017, offline mode has never been a priority? Really? Instead we got like Sniper Assassin and Ghost mode, neither of which survived to Hitman 3. Like, come on. It really seems like IO doesn't understand their own IP. Come on, it's a single player game, that's not difficult. Focus on that. But yeah, that is the type of rant that I'm not gonna include in the actual video, because the video would end up being fucking long. Why would cheating be a problem for a single player game? Exactly. Yeah, especially Hitman 3, I do not see any significant improvements or changes from Hitman 2. Like, I would have expected something new in this game, but there really isn't. Yeah, I'm sure the online components are probably built in deeper than they should, and they are difficult to remove at this point. But that also doesn't change the fact that I'm gonna just accept it. Or not gonna accept it in this case. For as long as the game is always online, I will not recommend it. For me, it's simple as that. And I feel like they could go a long way in my books if they just said, yes, we have a plan for the future, we will release an offline patch somewhere down the line. But they haven't even said that in the last 5 years. So, what am I supposed to say? It's a really bad look. So I don't have a chat on this this particular whatever you call this. There we go. Actually see what I'm responding to. Make an uncut rant version with that mode. I mean, this will serve as that, probably. Maps are the gameplay and those are unique and different to us. I would have to disagree on that. They are not that significantly different outside of Berlin. And Carpathian Mountains, but that's a whole different thing. And yes, there have been arguments for online. Like, a lot of people, for some reason, always go like, yeah, but IO can improve the game. They get a lot of statistics and they can improve the maps and make the game better in the long run. Like, so fucking what? That doesn't justify always online. If even 75% of the people are online 75% of the time, is that not enough data to work with? And how long are you gonna be needing that data to improve the game? They're not gonna make any new maps. They've already said that much. That argument keeps popping up, and it's just complete BS. Simple server emulator in game that makes work. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how their server works. Like, maybe it's somehow unreasonable to include the server. Or emulation for the server. But, man. Something needs to be done. If you set better server stabilization at launch, always online wouldn't really change anything about the game experience. That is not correct. It is correct. It may be correct today, but it won't be correct in 20 years. Because do you expect the servers to exist in 20 years? Because I sure don't. And I just played Codename 47 last year. It worked. May have had some technical issues on modern hardware, but the game worked. This game is not going to work in 20 years. And I take issue with that. Like, I have so much respect for this new trend of remastering and porting stuff to PC from platforms that are now obsolete because technology has moved on. I mean, Doom 64 just came out on PC, previously only playable on Nintendo 64. Who's gonna play that game like a year ago? Now that it's on PC, it's accessible again and wonderful. Won't get lost to time. And Persona 4, another great example. Or the Command & Conquer remake. So I've tons of respect for stuff like that. So when my favorite series goes and does the exact opposite, and comes out with an expiration date attached to it, it kinda does rub me the wrong way. But yeah, I won't speculate on how the servers work or what could be done to fix it. All I know is that it needs to be fixed. I honestly don't expect this trilogy to be playable in 10 years. At least Hitman 1 and 2. Hitman 1 and 2 I honestly don't expect to be playable in 5 years, if I'm honest. Hitman 3 they will probably try to keep alive for a bit longer, but the moment something happens, something unexpected, and the servers go down, they are not coming back up. Just look at Absolution. Absolution is such a good example. The game came out in like 2012, and it was it 2016 or 2017 when GDPR forced them to take their servers offline because they just couldn't comply with the law. They said they would look into bringing the servers back online, and nothing has happened. It's only a matter of time when something similar happens. Or, you know, not necessarily. It could just be that they conclude that we are not making any money, so we are taking the servers offline. You can play Absolution, but the contracts mode in Absolution is completely dead. And even for that, I've often seen arguments like, yeah, but that was because GDPR and because Square Enix owned the servers and... So fucking what? It doesn't change the fact that the servers went down for some reason, and IO didn't do shit about it. How am I supposed to trust him to maintain these servers? The reason why the servers went offline is irrelevant. The fact that they didn't come back is the point. My opinion on them including previous missions into the newer game. I mean, that's what they promised from the beginning, so good. And I'm glad they do that, because otherwise it would be fucking stupid to have a different launcher for all these games or all these missions, because the games haven't changed. Which also may have been a mistake in a way, because by committing to always porting the old missions to the new games, they have effectively made it so that they can't change anything significant in the gameplay, because the old missions have to remain functional in the new game. So it's a pretty severe limitation, but at the same time they did pretty much nail the core gameplay, so can't complain about that. Although I still will complain about it, but keep in mind those complaints will be reasonably nitpicky. Because that's what I do. I mean, I can't speak for how well the Hitman 1 or 2 maps function in 3. I've only played Paris, and while it had some challenges glitch out, it seemed to be fine. Not surprising that some challenges break, because there's a fucking million of them. The fact that they even mostly work is some form of feat. Have they fixed people who bought? No, they haven't. You still can't play Hitman 2 maps. And Hitman 1 maps you can only play because Hitman 1 was free for the first week. Because that's something people often forget when they bring up this level import thing on Epic. It's like, you can't take... You can't do the Hitman 2 missions because blah blah blah, you have to rebuy that game, blah. The same applies to Hitman 1. People just forget that because it was given out for free at the same time as Hitman 3 launched. Like, now it's been, what, over a week since the release? I think by now you can't get Hitman 1 maps either. So tough luck if you want to get on board now. If the game is not MMO, always online is the enemy. I don't agree. I'm willing to say that always online is a complete fuck up. And you know, if two people from IO from positions where they should know claim that it's to prevent cheating, I'm willing to accept their stupid reason. Because honestly, claiming that it's about cheating makes them look dumber than claiming it's DRM. If they want that, then by all means, make yourself look dumb. The review is not available somewhere because I'm just trying to like remember stuff I want to bring up in it. So in a way you are watching it right now. Oh, the leaderboard is it's a joke. Oh, oops. If you take a look at some leaderboard, let's see, what would be a good example? Probably Paris. I know Paris well enough. Game's been out for like less than 2 weeks. Let's go master. Why not? 11 seconds, Silent Assassin in Paris. Right. That seems legit. I believe this. Also, this is something I'm probably not gonna include in a video, but I fucking hate this scoring system. Not just this rating system, but the scoring is so fucking bad. And the only thing it takes into consideration is time. It's so shallow. It makes it impossible to care about the leaderboards, which shouldn't even be in the game. The game is just making my point for me. What do I think about the story of the trilogy? I lost interest halfway through the first game. And one of the positive things that I'm gonna bring up, however, is that I think they used the story well in the few missions in Hitman 3. Because the story didn't get in the way, but instead it allowed them to create some interesting setups, like in Berlin and Chongqing. And I didn't have to give a fuck about the main story to just get something out of those setups. So that was good. It wasn't just 47 versus the Illuminati, it was also 47 discovers his past! Like, I don't care about either, it manages to be too grand and too personal at the same time, and I don't care about either. I just want missions that stand on their own, and have good stories within them. What's happening around the missions is completely irrelevant. So a moment ago I thought of something I want to mention in the video and I instantly forgot it. Fuck yeah. Maybe it will come back. And it was even a positive thing. I would like to have a few more positive things in the video. Shit, I'm gonna have to scroll up the chat to see if something makes me remember. It is looking unlikely. Fuck. Ah, perhaps it will come back. Yeah, I will bring up the mission story thing for sure. That one was pretty annoying. Oh yeah. The one thing I didn't do in this map, because still don't know how that works. I haven't mentioned the menus. Not sure if I will. It feels like such a small thing. compared to some of the other stuff. I'll add it to the list. Decide later. Menus are a shit fest. I'm gonna boot up a level just for the sake of walking around in it. Oh yeah, that's the positive thing. The reduced installation size. Because that's a legit improvement.
Have you seen a girl around? Short hair with a bright green bag?
Sorry.
Shit. She said she'd meet me here.
She's probably running late.
Yeah. She used to be really reliable. When we were at school, she was my rock. She always let me copy her notes. She would never have kept me waiting like this. Sometimes it feels like she's changed.
Oh, this chef outfit is really uncomfortable. I wish we didn't have to do all this cloak and dagger stuff every day to get to work.
Shh. Can't talk about that stuff up here.
No one.
Have I heard what full conversation between 47 and that woman over there? Yes. I think that's honestly like the best conversation in the game. Also, Bloom is on the list. Bloom is something I am bringing up. Actually, is it on the list yet? I don't think it is yet, but it will be. Now it is. I don't even know if it's Bloom, technically. That's the worst part. Because I don't know shit about, like, technical aspects of lighting video games. But what is this particular effect? I'm trying to find a place where I can create it. I need some, like, dark room and a bright room. Somewhere. There's gotta be one over here somewhere.
So, what's his deal? Dirty magazines under the bed, stash of heart.
Like, what is that effect when you are in a bright area outdoors and then you walk into a dark room and you can't see shit for a while?
It's so soft.
Why's that?
Or vice versa and you are blinded for a while. Like that effect. I think that is really overdone. Light exposition, exposure, something like that. Darkens interiors when you're outside and lightens outdoors when you're in a building. Yeah, that sounded about right. Ambient pollution somehow? Yeah, that's also what I'm thinking, mostly because I haven't ever seen a setting in any game called anything like light exposition. Like the description and the name sound correct to me, but I have never seen that term in any settings menu. But it looks real bad. Actually, I think it probably looks worse in the old maps. Oh yeah, I have the crashes and disconnects counter. I'm gonna remove that because I can't be bothered to update it. It's already disconnected once. Oh, not that. Unfortunately, I can't even go to Miami. So I don't have that.
Welcome to Paris, 40.
Addendum to ambient occlusion. Okay. That makes more sense.
Okay. Oh,
Step right in, sir. Enjoy your evening.
really?
Surely I can find some proper room in here. Oh, like, it's pretty hella dark here.
Man, I wish I had that jaw.
Just get out of here.
Oh, right, I'm not allowed there.
I look fine, but he's like a...
Oh, there's an example.
You know,
There's an example for you.
actually here, you know, like in the same room as us. Helmut Kruger's been my role model since college.
Well, so if he kisses your hand, will you ever wash it again?
Yeah, I saw you blush
Thanks,
earlier
appreciate
when you
it.
put on his makeup.
Oh, what can I say?
This effect. What is this effect called? Because, oof, it doesn't look good.
Sir, I don't recognize you, so you can't come through here. Sorry.
Yeah, HDR is another thing, but I mean, it can't be real HDR. That is so nasty. Yeah, 2016 really did have the best lighting. Bar? Let's go take a look. Also, let's double check the options. Does anything here sound like it could possibly affect it? I mean, there's some ambient occlusion. Let's turn that off. Does that do something? Screen space raycasting. Somehow I don't think that's gonna do it, but let's turn that off as well. And that's all.
Oh, wow. Speaking of, that guy looks
Nope.
a lot like Helmut Kruger.
Huh. Yeah.
UE4 calls it auto exposure. Okay.
Still no answer. What's going on?
This is not nearly as good of an example. But man, that bathroom was... that was something.
Please, let's just leave right now.
Also, like, this area is really, really dark. Like, ooh, that doesn't look right. Let's turn the graphics up. Let's see if that makes a difference. Because I have everything set to fairly low. SSAO Ultra. High. Was there a view distance setting even? Because the view distance is definitely worse than it used to be. There's not even a setting for it. That is so disgusting. You know, just writing like bloom slash fucked up lighting. Yeah, the floor. Oh, there we go. It just takes a while for the effect to even kick in. I honestly don't like the way it looks. Let's turn that off. Well, you know, let's turn that off as well. What does it even... Can I even see a difference? Not exactly. It's a bit brighter with this, so I think I want this. Yeah, it's... It ain't pretty. Hitman 2016 looked way, way better. No doubt about that.
How are you, sir?
Gamma sampling.
Hi.
That's hardly a solution. Let's go check out this bathroom. Gamma set to max. Get your sunglasses out. Boom! The shadows look pretty gnarly. I could increase those. They're probably set to like low. Yeah. Oh. Normal. Okay, well high then. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I am not a fan of the lighting changes they've done over the years. Oh yeah, the consulate parking garage. I remember that. Even in 2016, that was quite the experience. First time booting up Marrakesh. I actually didn't boot up any of the other maps besides Paris because I was considering like maybe I want to do like a Mastery 20 run of the old maps now that they are back to level 0, but fuck it.
Welcome to...
Okay. Hamburg is a lunatic.
No, he is capitally.
So far it looks okay, perhaps a bit dark.
Snail soup, snail soup.
Okay, that transition to a lighter area worked fine.
Mister. What?
Out of the way, dude. That is one bright man over there. And that is, like, that area is super, super dark. What was the term called again? Auto exposure? No, not auto exposure, but so what did UE4 call it? If it's called like that somewhere at least, then I'm gonna stick with that term, I think. Yeah, auto exposure. I'll write that down because it sounds fancy. So let me scroll down the chat.
Build up the speed.
You made
Okay.
it. Most
Shut up, Diana.
47. Now to locate Klaus Strandberg.
Coming in here looked fine, honestly. Although the colors here look quite flat, especially that car. I recall it being a bit darker in shade. Whatever. Whatever. But this thing. Here we go. Whoa!
Mister, you are trespassing. Stay put. Hey, I need you to stay, pal. Hey, look at me. Just do as I say. Let's go. Hey!
Shut up! I'm busy running back and forth here. Yeehaw! That is brutal. Oh, another place I need to test out. That is definitely the worst one I've seen yet. But let's try the other way, going to a dark area.
Good morning, for.
Because I remember this threw me off in 2016 as well. I ran into that pillar so many times.
Welcome to.
Huh? What?
Right here. That was not as bad as I expected. Coming out, however. Okay, not nearly as bad as Marrakesh was. Oh, actually, I think I know one really good location for this. So why does the mouse sometimes just center the screen? It's just really strange. The registry with game settings does have more options. What? IO! What are you doing? Fuck if I remember how to play this map.
Rocco! Get down here!
Oh
late for your first day.
well, this is one good example, I guess. Can't see shit what's in there.
Marcello personally. If he's unhappy with you, I'll get the blame. I could get fired.
Oh yeah, car is probably the best bet. Actually, no it isn't, because I don't know how it's gonna work in this game. They really did fuck up the lighting in a nasty way. Actually, this is probably not the best way because I don't have a key card and... Actually, I do remember where to get one. Never mind. It's so dark when you enter any room. It isn't that bad in the new maps. Or maybe I just think it's not that bad in the new maps because I'm not used to them looking better. Oh! Whoa! Whoa!
Ether's field lab. You made it. The virus prototype will be close by. Look for some type of quarantine unit.
Mission story Hang, what? What the fuck? That was a good mission story, I like it. It's so fucking dark. I'm glad this still works. I mean, they specifically said that they are not going to remove this. So I'm glad they stuck with that. Yeah, right here. Not as good as I was hoping, but you can really see how it switches from light to dark. Slowly. And you can't tell any details from 47 looking that way. It's completely dark. Yeah, entering the lab was definitely... wow. That was probably the worst one so far. Maybe worse than the consulate. Like... it's so fucking dark. It's like the lighting is just busted. Oh my god. That is... do I have sunglasses? There we go. I have no head. Adjusting brightness or contrasting shadow play? I mean, why would shadow play affect this? I mean, shadow play is just the recording software. Hey Goose, the original Prevent Cancer Foundation glasses from like 2013. Tracing camera filters. Oh, you mean this thing? That's better. Can we just play the game in late sunset? I don't recall Hitman 3 maps having the same problem, at least not to this degree. Unless someone can point out, like, specific locations to check out, I will be happy to look them up. Game filter? Probably isn't the key from... Oh, yes it is. I mean, what would I check from here? Game filter. Oh, well, this is not exactly what I was looking for. Night mode. Let's add night mode. I don't know if you can tell the difference. Well, that did fuck all. Exposure slider? Okay, let's take a look at that. Oh, you can tell the difference. That's maxed out night mode. I am not seeing exposure in here. We have special effects. Brightness and contrast, that could be it. Oh, there, exposure. Yeah, this... This ain't it. Let me turn everything. Let's do like Oblivion character creation. All the sliders either the max or minimum.
Entering the Ether Lab requires a key card and a uniform. Luckily, it seems both are within reach.
I'm glad I put the glasses on. Oh. They're testing out some nukes over there. My God. Can't see it. Okay, let's try to make it actually a bit better. Oh my God, that was beautiful. Okay, exposure to minimum. Contrast to maximum. Highlights. That doesn't do anything noticeable, it seems. Shadows. Minimum. Gamma. Maximum. Best I can do. That clearly wasn't the best I can do. That looks not right. Yeah, I don't think anything I can do with this is gonna fix anything. The game has some underlying graphical problems. But man, this is... Oh, that is a work of art. Some Mendoza examples in my Discord. Okay, can you just like mention here? I'm gonna go in that location and actually check them out in real time. Shrine entrance. Oh, good point. That's a good one. Yes, I agree. Using an external tool to fix in-game issues, it doesn't count. But that doesn't even matter in this case because I was only able to make it worse. Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's not as bad as some of the other examples, because it just does at least like transition quickly. But yeah, it's not good. Yeah, not a fan one bit. Well, at least I can take these off. Oh my god.
What?
You can't see me, I'm in the shadows. Don't you know how auto exposure works?
Was that it?
Some bloom issues when looking at the horizon. I mean, that looks mostly fine.
Huh?
Like, perhaps you could argue that there's some excessive bloom over there. At the same time, it could be like mist. And that's not like detracting from the actual game. Whereas this actually just looks bad. Oh my god. Nice throw. Yeah, I really do not like this effect. Okay, that looks less fine. That is once again too much. Well, I was gonna like have the lighting thing be a minor side note in the video, but I might have to expand a bit. Having actually had a proper look at it.
This isn't going away, my love. It falls on me as clerk to protect Providence against all threats, even his bad decisions.
Yeah, you can post links.
Like a corpse. The Say Burnwood is a material witness to the prosecution and you need to get rid of her. What? Walk me through your strategy.
Best course of action is blackmail. I've called in one of the firm's junior partners to dig up some dirt.
Yeah, there's some excessive bloom in the background right now.
Then Corvo gets to earn his 7 figures a year. Burnwood suffers an accident. Convincing, but not too convincing.
Take him down!
Yeah, Sapienza was definitely the worst example, but I will also include Mendoza as an example, because Mendoza is actually, you know, one of the new maps. I'm curious, will they find me? Because there's no line of sight to this place from anywhere. Yeah, they lost me already. Oh yeah, the opening of Dubai is another one. I think this one was actually a better example. How long till they lose interest? Automatic exposure. Let me take a look at this. Anything in specific that I should keep an eye out in this? Oh, there's a nice slider up down here. Without exposure metering mask. Actually, I think it looks better than with. So now that I actually have a scene for showing web pages like this, like, which do you think is better? Because I typically prefer things to be brighter, as that makes everything more easily visible. So I actually prefer this, except this section and these. Those are like Hitman tier, but they are also excessively bright in this one. Yeah, like background over there. Can't see shit. I do not like that. That's actually a really good example. Like, that looks like a wall until you get closer. Any other good examples here? No. Wouldn't expect much from a technical documentation. I don't think real life is a very good comparison point. Especially when it does happen in real life, you also probably find it annoying. Whereas in a game you have the advantage of not having it happen. So it's not annoying. Any stealth game recommendations besides Hitman? Let's see if this works. It worked! Yes! Plenty of recommendations. Top 3 being Thief 2, Hitman Contracts, a Payday 2. Those are wonderful. Oh, blood money. Always blood money. Yeah. Is there anything else lighting related that anyone would like to see? Oof. Or rather, not see, in case of shit like that? Or is there anything else that I should be taking a look at in general? And something that I should bring up in a review? Oh yeah, I am willing to bet that all of... I mean, not just 2016's maps. That's not a good look either in this game. It's it's an underlying issue with the lighting system. Absolution was pretty good. It's alright. Has one of the best missions in any stealth game, but sadly the rest don't hold up to it. Yeah, wall hacks, I haven't really experienced them in this game. More than before, at least. Maybe I've gotten used to them. I don't think I'll be bothering with that. Dubai opening? Okay, let's take a look. Even this picture is like a warning sign. Oh yeah, even Marcus there. But yeah, this moment.
Welcome to the barge, Alcazar.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. It's pretty bad, but I don't think it's as bad as that Mendoza example or the Hitman 1 examples. Best worst stealth mechanism. Manhunt? I recall Manhunt just having stealth mechanics of, oh, somebody spotted me, let me run into that dark corner, they will follow me into the dark corner and then just forget I was there and let me kill them. That was the extent of Manhunt stealth. You let people spot you, bait them into a dark area, they turn stupid and die. It wasn't good, but it was amusing. And yes, I played all of the Thief games. What, Hitman 1? If you mean codename, then not really. If you mean Hitman 2016, then it's always online, so I will not recommend it.
Which is to date the tallest building in the world.
There's exactly 2 reshade modes for Hitman 3, both make blue but exposure even more nuclear. What the fuck? Mumbai has some pretty bad blood. Unfortunately, I can't check Mumbai because I don't have Hitman 2. Because somebody fucked up. Yeah, I honestly want to try out a Skyrim playthrough with a stealth build. Also, it is not stealth archer that's the best build, it's a stealth illusion magic user. I remember having fun with that. That was a long time ago, it could be interesting to try it again. Yeah. That ain't exactly pretty.
Welcome.
47.
Shut up!
I would like to address the Providence partners directly. I want them to know why this is happening. And I have an idea, but it requires you finding a map terminal.
I would love to chat.
Also, the handlers not shouting up is on the list. I will mention that.
So, Lenny. That's kind of you. But I have a meeting. Ooh, with who? Can I come? No. This is a private matter. Besides, this is your big day.
Because I think even people who for some reason like that they are always there and repeating the same lines, I think even they should be pissed. Or would be pissed if they experienced the same thing I did in what's it called, Dartmoor, where Diana just flat out spoiled who the killer is. Oh yeah, Mumbai screenshot. Let me take a look. Where is it? Let me open Discord somewhere. I'm running out of screen space. That shouldn't be happening. That's not so bad. It's bad. Don't misunderstand me. It's definitely bad. But it's not Sapienza Lab. Oh, that looks even worse. Oh boy. Yeah, Goose. What we need is a volume slider for it that works exactly like. Hang on. Exactly like the Nvidia thing. Let me take a look at this lighting.
Excuse me?
Fuck with that slider. Keep the sun in frame. There we go. Beautiful. Game filter. Add. Oh boy! Best camouflage. I'm just a tie. Hang on, can I become completely invisible? Yeah! Oh. Well, thank you for telling me about this setting, because I'm enjoying it. It's not helping, but I'm enjoying it. So I missed a bunch of chat. The review has been completely forgotten. But not really. I mean, I wasn't going to include anything about the lighting in the review, but my god, I can't ignore it after this. But any other points that I think, or you think, should be mentioned, besides the lighting? I think we have established that the lighting has some problems. Oh boy.
Trying to keep a low profile. So, have you talked?
I'm honestly surprised I wasn't blinded entering this bathroom. AI. Oh, good call with the AI running. There's one specific example of bad loops in Mendoza. Because this is honestly something that should be fixed, absolutely. I wonder if I can replicate it quickly. What's the best starting location? There isn't one in the building. Huh. So the shrine is like the least bad one. The AI in all of Chongqing? What's with the AI in Chongqing? The one drunk, or the couple of drunking specific things I want to bring up are, what is it? The way you have to use the camera to move around, I think that's really obnoxious and unnecessary. And just the overall look of the map, because that's something I will want to mention as a positive thing. Ah, the timing is really bad. Whatever, I probably can't replicate it quickly, but the problem is that there's a glass on that table. And normally, Dawn's wife sits like that. And she has a drink. That's how it normally plays out. But, if you are within hearing distance, and they have a conversation, like they probably will, yeah. If they have this conversation, which only plays if you are within hearing distance, then Dawn takes a drink from that glass. And it makes a pretty big difference who drinks if you poison it. So you can't set up like a kill here, like, oh, I'm gonna poison this glass because I know Dawn drinks from it. No. You have to be close by for it to happen. There are many cases throughout the game where the targets skip part of their loops if you are nearby or not. Like, a good example is in Paris, Victor, when he's near the back garden. If you are not within hearing distance, he goes from Sebastian Sado to the bar straight. But if you are within hearing distance, he'll take a detour to the back room and make a phone call under a chandelier.
I suppose you're right.
That's like a reasonably big and easy to test example. But this is much more significant, I think, because it actually prevents you from setting up a kill. What's with the chimney? I mean, sure. Looks like a chimney. It's cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I am not going to complain about the general environment art. It is in general really good. It's a damn shame that the lighting does its best to ruin it. Like, that direction looks nice. That doesn't. Let's look that way instead.
This isn't going away, my love. It falls on me as constant to protect Providence against all threats, even his bad decisions.
So let's treat this like a court. The same body with the material with the possibility and you need to get rid of it. What is
Hush in general is buggy and okay. Well, you know what? Let's go take a look at Hush. I haven't looked at target loops in any sort of detail. Let's take a look. Also, if it's just an obvious bug with the loop not working properly, then I probably won't bother mentioning it. Because bugs are a thing that happen. I'm more interested in questionable design choices. Like the Mendoza poison loop or this entire thing with the bloom. Yeah, sure, you can post links. And hello, murder. Yeah, what is this? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look quite right.
Funny how kids look so innocent when they sleep.
It's a sun or a lamp. It's the Hitman 3 experience when you can't tell the difference between a sun and a lamp because lamps are so fucking bright. Or it could be a reflection. Yeah, I'm trying to get a disguise that lets me get closer to him without having to worry about everything.
Not working. My head is splitting. I need
No.
therapy.
Oh shit, he's an enforcer.
That's him. Hush the bastard. Wow. He looks a lot older.
Take a few deep breaths, okay? There's really nothing to worry about. I know that legal stuff and science downstairs can seem a bit scary, but it's just so we don't risk shutting down if some freak accident should occur, okay? No, you're just a little overwhelmed.
This is perfect.
No, we're not playing. We're gonna walk behind him. That's the extent of the gameplay.
Your family's life. Relax a bit and come out and tell me when you're ready, okay?
Hey, get a load of Einstein over here.
My big break. Why can't I just do it? Why isn't the test subject in place?
He's still in the bathroom, I'm afraid.
Obviously. I mean, why haven't you convinced him to come out? I explicitly told you to do that.
Yes, I know. It would be a lot easier if we could just drug him.
We need him clean. This subject is the conclusion of this project phase. And you want to contaminate him? Your incompetence baffles me. I'm going downstairs to Sister Lay to enjoy some competence. She understands the importance of what I'm trying to achieve. Excuse me, Doctor.
Oh, what? Did he actually just do the thing you were describing, where he just turns around? Because I assumed he was going away, and I tried to follow him, and oh my god, I have to restart the mission. No autosaves. New York was one of the better missions in Hitman 2. It's not like a top-tier mission still, but... compared to other missions in Hitman 2, it was one of the best ones.
Hush needs to take a break.
Yes, I did. What was that sound?
So I think somebody comes over here, so let's just get rid of this guy.
I need my therapy. I want power back on. Why is it taking so long?
Sir, one of the researchers.
No, it's not a dead end. It gets you in here. Which I assume is the point.
Are you ready to give it a go? Come on out. It'll be over in no time. You're the last one in this test phase, and we really minimize the risk.
Burglar escalation? Yeah, I recall that being one of the better ones, but I still wouldn't recommend it.
Think about
Good,
it.
good, good, good,
Don't
good.
go through with it. You have to go back to the street. You said you have a family, right?
So I feel like escalation's still so heavily pale in comparison to the main content. That if I was to recommend stuff to somebody who is new to the game, then escalations wouldn't be on that list. Outside of the Halloween one.
He's still in the bathroom, I'm afraid.
Obviously. I mean, why haven't you convinced him to come out? I explicitly told you to do that.
Yes, I know. It would be a lot easier if we could just drug him.
We need him clean. This subject is the conclusion of this project phase. And you want
So let me make a save before shit goes wrong again and I have to do this again.
contaminate him? Your incompetence baffles me. I can't stand this level of incompetence. I'm going downstairs to see Sister Lei. I need some cheering up.
Yeah, he just did a proper 360 there. Okay.
Come and see me when you're ready. It will be fine.
Sister Lei, I want to see you. Lei, is the satellite link to the offsite backup safe?
Oh, I have to mention this stupid thing. Where you can't change the shoulder unless you are aiming a gun. So I can't stand here and look properly in that direction, because the camera wants to be on the other shoulder. That is really stupid. And that was apparently an intentional thing that they changed.
You need to focus your mind on the project. Vision. Leave all that tedious stuff to me. I'll protect you.
Yeah, you could do that in Hitman 2 as well. It's only in this game where they change it so that you have to have a gun out. Which is incredibly stupid.
That's it.
Exactly. Go. Go be great.
Yeah, IO does backwards things. That's completely in character for them.
Do you ever feel like maybe
Still the wrong test subject in the chair, I see. I'll just run through things one more time for some final adjustments. Good. Signal strength 40%. Continue test prep H109.
Test prep H109 initiated. Signal strength at 40% confirmed.
Yes. Focus now. Almost.
Origami 1 was pretty good. It got quite repetitive, but was enjoyable enough. And 2 is obviously not out, so I don't think about it.
Prepare incision. .011. Load suggestion. Motor control. 44.1. Execute. This headache. Modify defining moment. Follow impulse string. Amplify. Link impulse string point 022 to defining moment. Load suggestion. Motor control. 41.8. Execute.
Signal strength 40% confirmed. Test prep page 109 initiated.
Focus now. Identify defining moment. Prepare incision. Point 017. Link suggestion to defining moment. Execute.
Well, this takes a while.
Good, good, good. Don't get too excited, Hush.
I guess that's the loop. Huh. Would it be nice to be able to sabotage this?
You're working too hard, Hush. If you keep this up, it could permanently damage you. I think you need to take a break.
I'll be the judge of that. First, I need to compile the results. Then, I'll see if I need a break.
Yeah, this appears to be the entire loop. I mean, it seems fine. Although I do recall that on my first playthrough I was looking at him from a distance with instinct, and he was just sitting down and standing up over and over. Which actually kinda makes sense, knowing how the AI skips dialogue if you're not close by. Because I think if you're not within hearing distance, then he just skips all those dialogues about increase the thingy and more power and blah blah blah. Because he does that a lot of times, and after each one of those, there's some animation where he moves his hands, or well, moves his hands.
Must be nice not to have to.
So what I'm guessing is happening is that the game is skipping all that dialogue, and it's just resetting Hush to standing position, and then realizing that, oh yeah, the next action that I'm supposed to do is also here, and he sits down again. So it's technically working as intended, just doing a dumb standing up animation in between. Hey Jimmy.
Take a few deep breaths,
So
okay?
that doesn't sound like a big deal to me.
I know that legal stuff and signs downstairs can seem a bit scary.
Not exactly an exciting loop, though. Quite standard. Dahlia does the same thing in Paris? I can't remember where Dahlia would do something like that. I know Dahlia is a good example of skipping dialogues as well. Because she has a lot of random conversations. Oh, yeah. That's what you meant. Yeah. I mean, all targets do that. Dahlia is like one of the smaller examples, I think, because she doesn't actually, to my knowledge, skip any sections of the map that she goes to. But Victor, for instance, does. Because Victor never goes to the back room.
I just can't get him out of that box.
Actually, do I have a save where Victor is alive? Of course I don't. So yeah, for instance, you can't set up the chandelier kill in the back room of Paris if you're not going to also stick around to see it, because Victor will not go into that room. Okay, what's the panic routine?
We've reached the safe zone.
No, that.
Someone check that goddamn exit. Back shelter! Back shelter! Now or never. Tight fit around the principal. Let's move out!
We're in position, gentlemen. Do not abandon the principal. Stay frosty.
Will do. Compromise! Need a medic right away! Principal has been hit! We're cornered! Principal, quiet!
I
copy.
Oh, God!
I need a threat assessment evaluation. You work out the
Oh,
extract and no
I guess those are the only
Everyone else,
safe locations.
weapons hot.
I understand.
Lay down cover fire, wrap the package, keep the principal safe.
Reading 555.
And little things like this, like if I want to move around, then I have to set the camera every single time I aim again.
Yeah, I got it.
It's just super fucking clunky.
See him! I can't see him either.
Hey, he's not here.
Nice aim.
You got the bastard, Hush. Now go get Imogen Royce and we can get to the core.
Never noticed this route here. Nice.
Where the hell is he? Gotta find him.
So what does that even do? Where's the attack helicopter? No, on this map we could probably even see the attack helicopter. It's the other maps where it would really blend in. There could be an attack helicopter in Marrakesh and we would never find out.
I'm taking you.
Okay, there was some bathroom in here that was apparently really bad. Let's take a look.
You think those guys...
Now where is that bathroom?
There's no way you're getting through that door 47.
Shut up.
It only opens for people with an authentic security clearance. The signal is encrypted. Without a dongle, we can't hack it.
Funny. My mother always said I had good hands. Said I should have been a surgeon. And you were good to go, sir. Thank you.
I just love to know about Royce's project.
Where the heck are all the bathrooms in here? So, the fact that you have to open doors like this
you can hack that panel.
is on the list. Because this is really annoying and unnecessary.
Overruled. Security protocol overruled.
Did I time Hitman 3 with 69th game I played? No. I actually was so hoping to play like one more game. Just to avoid the memes. But then I couldn't be bothered. I think, yeah, there's the toilets. I mean, this isn't too bad. It is bright, but it's not too bad. Yeah, that's fine. Also, how have I never noticed that there's a road, like, right here? I mean, that toilet actually isn't access level gated. Yeah, that one requires no access code and it's right there. Which also explains the emergency exit being there. Because last time I played and I went for the emergency exit, it seemed like only the people with level 2 clearance get to the emergency exit and the rest are gonna die. What do you mean almost reflexive? Shut up. What's the almost? The camera does nothing in the older maps. Also, there's some way to glitch out the camera so you can get first-person mode. It doesn't look good, but it exists. Not sure how I did it when I got it, but I have done it. I don't know if taking a photo does anything. Like, I really don't know why they decided to include the camera.
Oh,
It's so unnecessary.
2 hours last night. 2.5.
I got a prescription to help with the sleep thing, but I keep waking up in the hall outside my...
Oh, that's illegal. See ya.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I started taking those little white melatonin pills, but I don't know if they're actually helping.
I don't think sleeping pills are going to help with the stress at all. Maybe I should try yoga or join one of those.
Not sure why you would want to do that, since that's
good for you.
not the trespassing zone.
I was thinking about getting into it.
Or a gated zone. This one at least requires a keycard or dongle, so this one makes sense. Suppose it doesn't have to make sense over that side, it's just consistent.
My neck is really tense.
Security protocol overruled.
And they're not doing the flying themselves.
Oh, tell me about it. Now, I don't see why we can't use animals.
The air is drugged in there?
Yup. The miracle fumes are plugged into the aircon.
Access granted.
But, you know... Oh my god! Ah! Jesus Christ, help me!
Good. That's both targets down. I just need to override this, and I'm in.
Oh, you can't
Now I
use
can take
this.
care of the data remotely. Unless you want to handle it yourself.
Oh, can I hack it? Well, never mind then. I thought you had to cause an emergency for this to work. Zero points. Melon Man. What do we unlock with these? ICA 19... Fuck off, game. I was looking at these. Fiberwire Classic. Thanks. Classic Lockpick. Oh man. These are... not great. Honestly, I would like to redo the entire system, really. Because the idea of can I see? I can't see mastery here. Let's take a look at mastery. The concept of mastery unlocking stuff, it worked in Hitman 2016 when it was coming out episodically. Because, you know, you get episode 1, if you play through that map extensively, you unlock everything it has to offer. And you start with practically no gear whatsoever, so anything you unlock is a step forward. Then the next map comes out and you repeat the same thing, and you still have next to nothing, so whatever you unlock is probably gonna be fine. And that worked in Hitman 2016, because of the way it was coming out and because of you not having anything to start with. But since they're still using that same system in this game, it doesn't really work anymore. Because people could own... How many maps is it? It's like... they could own anything from 8 to 22 maps. So you kind of have to have basic equipment in every possible place. Because you can't know what different people own. And you can't expect people to play them as extensively as they did in 2016, because they can just move on to the next map after playing through one mission once. So the system just doesn't work anymore in the context of this game. So I think there just should have been a complete redesign of the unlock system. So instead of unlocking stuff linearly like this, because this is nonsense, I don't want to ever unlock a snow globe. It's a wasted inventory slot in every possible situation. Instead, if there was like some form of store, so I get 4000 XP for this, instead of those 4000 XP automatically going to the mastery tree, I could choose what to do with those 4000 XP, and I could just get one lockpick. And there we go, I have my lockpick thank you very much. I don't need to unlock another lockpick. But because the things are laid out the way they are, there are probably like 5 lockpicks in this game, and there's no reason for anybody to ever have more than one. The system is a relic, and it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, they do look slightly different. Look at this fancy lockpick I have. Hang on, there we go. That's about as much as you see of it in the game. Also, this is something I just noticed, like, earlier today. I think it was only this one situation. Like, this really strange unlocks. Level 2 unlocks these 2 things. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17! What happened here? 19! What happened here? And then 2 at level 20. Like... What? Why? Like here it's 18 gives you to 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Yeah, this is... Yeah, 7 gives you 2. Like, I don't fucking get it. But like I said, I think ideally you just take all this shit like Lockpick Mark III, Short Baller. Just take all of this junk out of the mastery trees. And then stuff like agency pickups and starting locations. Instead of having those in the mastery trees, I would like to have them as specific challenge-related things. So, items, unlock them from a store, and starting locations and agency pickups you could unlock by doing like discovery challenges. Like, especially shortcuts, like, congratulations, you unlocked a shortcut. Now, you also, by completing this challenge, unlock a starting location that is somewhere close to the shortcut. I think it would be a pretty cool system. And I see no downside. Except that it would require effort. Because the mastery thing really is just a relic. And overall, like, they have this entire challenge system. I wish they actually used it to unlock stuff. Because in 2016 they had one starting location in Marrakesh that was tied to completing a challenge. Oh, and another one in Sapienza. Like, complete a challenge, unlock starting location. I thought those were really good ways to unlock starting locations. And I was hoping to see more of that, but instead they just stopped doing it entirely. What did I think of the shortcuts? I actually like the shortcuts more than I expected to. I think it was a pretty good addition that made it easier to digest the levels. Not something that changes a lot of things in the long run, but early on when you're just getting the hang of the level, I think it was a nice addition. Yeah, something like that. Like, the murder mystery should definitely unlock the starting location as the detective. That would be a great way to handle it. Hey, Wilson. And overall, there are so many other ways Or challenges that could unlock some cool stuff. But they just don't. Like, I think there's a starting location somewhere near the Undertaker. Actually, you know what? Even that, there's a mission story related to the Undertaker. That could do it. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna write that down. Maybe I'll mention it in the video. And yeah, she did ruin the mystery for me as well. Yeah, I'll make a video. Oh, I haven't taken a look at freeform training. Wait, these are the only as... What? Oh, okay. What? These should be assassination challenges. Yeah, this is missing challenges, I think. I don't think this is everything. I haven't done the bird challenge in Berlin. That's one of the few I'm missing. Yeah, this looks more normal. Oh man, do they still have that really dumb challenge that... Yeah. What a proper description. That really helps everybody out, I'm sure. Come the fuck on. This challenge was inspired by dude and another dude from some channel. Thanks. That helps. Like, actually, the worst challenge in the game, probably. I say because I legit have no idea how to do this. I think it's just like, hit someone in the head with a hammer. Okay? Tom and Jim for our local delay. That would actually be better. That would at least be kind of funny. Actually, did they keep some of those challenges that everybody hates? Like, To Pence a Wish and, what's it called? I'm not actually seeing it. Is it in the game? Oh, they removed Tuppence and Slam Dunk. I don't think anyone's against that change. I mean, I personally didn't care, because those are just luck-based, effectively. Whatever. They're not good challenges, but I don't think they're as bad as people claim them to be. Not like the ones they removed during Hitman 2, like throw 47 people into the ocean. Like that one was actually bad. Yeah, it's like you could get to punch and slam dunk just by trying over and over. Grindy and boring, but that's most challenges really. So, I was supposed to take a look at the tutorial maps. I still can't choose equipment. Oh, okay, they do have markers in here. I thought they didn't. Because there are so few of them. Okay, well that's good. That's good, because I think these are a really good addition from Hitman 2.
What?
Oh, look, already fucked up. Oh, can I get a challenge by doing this? No? Well, darn.
Look where you're going, mister.
Huh. Huh? Well, I was hoping Giles would
Okay.
join the rowing team.
Back already? Buddy, you're making us look bad. Chew your food, why don't you?
Oh, I can't poison anything in here? Or do I have to specifically serve him or something? These early maps work a bit different from what I'm accustomed to at this point. You have the same interactions, but they don't quite work the same way. Oh yeah, I think that's the thing I'm supposed to poison. Right.
New one's broken too. I swear to God, Callista. I think technology hates me.
Yeah, that's a bit odd compared to the other
You're
maps.
the finest thief the world has ever seen, but things are changing. This is the universe's way of telling you to quit, to get out of the game while you still can.
The sparrow cannot die.
You're not a superhero, Calvin. They don't exist.
Well, not with that attitude, they don't. Dandy right now. All right, move it, folks, move it.
Huh.
You're going to be invincible, Maureen.
Do you want me to call someone? Just say the word, okay then?
Oh.
No?
Huh. Wow. Oh.
Impressive. Oh, really?
Once again, great work, Initiate. This exercise is available for as long as you need. When you are ready to advance, you have only to let us know.
So that really didn't check what I was meant to check. Hey, Encore. Master Trap Assassin? Was the toilet a trap? Sure. Oh, is it actually loading final test? I don't want to go to final test. I just wanted to get to a menu.
The final
No, not guided training. I want to see freeform. No, guided training is specifically the one I want to see. I want to see how this plays out.
Welcome. As previous tests have established, you exhibit an unusual level of enhanced sensory perception. Use your instinct now to sense the position and movement of people around you and identify your target. As suspected. That mechanic is in your way. Sneak up and subdue him quietly. You put on his clothes. That's a first. Might just work, though. People do tend to see uniforms, not faces. Be cautious, though.
Oh.
Some people are more observant than others.
I really wish this wasn't here. This doesn't need to be here. Just, it's misleading to have a container like this at the tutorial.
Right. They won't find him anytime soon. This particular uniform should get you access through the staff entrance. Just act normal. Hold on. That mechanic with his back turned? He's what we call an enforcer. He knows his crew and he'll see right through your disguise, so stay out of his line of sight. Right. Now for the tricky part. Start by locating your target. Intel suggests he's around the bar area. You're in. Well done, Initiate. That is your target, Mr. Ritter. Unfortunately, the place is crawling with witnesses. I suggest you follow him. See if you can't isolate him.
Yeah, sorry, man. No mechanics are here.
To be expected. Ritter's private deck is off limits for mechanics. If assimilation is the name of your game, you'll need a better disguise. Well, that's gonna leave a mark. Good thing we have insurance.
Yeah, this is the point where I would have had a tutorial about, hey, you cannot put bodies in containers. But the first guy over there, I don't think there needed to be a container next to him. It would have been just a good way to indicate that, yo, you can just leave bodies in areas people don't check. Or preferably maybe vice versa, so that you don't have to hide this body, but you hide that body.
Unlike mechanics, the cabin crew is allowed upstairs access. I see what you're getting at. Very unorthodox. I like it. The target's private deck.
Shut up, Diana!
Now we're getting somewhere.
But yeah,
but according to Intel, Ritter is
I think it would do a better job explaining what is actually allowed and what isn't.
Blending in, I see. Well done, Initiate.
To get out of the game while you still can.
This sparrow cannot die.
You're not a superhero, Calvin. They don't exist.
Well, not with that attitude, they don't.
Let me list down like a half positive thing. As I made a note that menus are a shitfest, but they added a tab for bonus missions. So that's a positive change they made. It's
Mr.
very small, but
So good of you to fly down.
credit where credit is due.
Offer you a drink?
Oh, no thank you. No. Not before 6. My wife is very insistent about that rule.
My sympathies. So, excellent timing. I just had the computer set up in my office. Shall we?
Yes, please. Lead the way.
Nice impression. If we win, you can fix me a drink. Anyway, sounds like Ritter is about to have a private meeting with the gentleman in white. This could be useful.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, that's cute. The whole officer.
Clearly, Ritter doesn't want to be disturbed. Try sneaking round the back.
I could have sworn it was stolen from the Stuyvesant.
Wow, so you got the blueprints. Most impressive.
People get what they pay for, Mr. Norfolk, and you paid for the best. Here, I'll pull the files for you. Not my usual scene technology. Most of my clients are art collectors. So what is it anyway? Some type of reactor?
Well, not just a reactor, Mr. Ritter. It's more of
You're
a
on the right
revolution.
track. Stay put.
50 years ahead of its time, maybe.
Shut up.
Or maybe 75 or 100. I don't mean to boast, but whoever makes it to market first with this reactor will become the king of the world.
Well, I'm rooting for you.
Now is your chance. Use your silent pistol or the client will notice.
Date in reverse. Damn it. Almost had it.
Your target is down. Now head calmly towards an exit.
Oh, only one exit available.
Okay.
The red car marks your exfiltration point. Simply push the button and you're in the clear.
Yeah, no changes in this compared to Hitman 2.
Advanced mission training complete.
But does it really load automatically into... I mean, that works out. It was about to load into freeform training and I actually wanted to go to the menu, so... Good stuff. Classic Hitman right there. And look at all these exciting stats. Absolutely meaningless. I like how my Hitman 2 completion is like 3%, even though I don't even have that game in this one. Yeah, the old stat screen was actually... it actually contained stuff. This is just worthless. Alright, so... stuff I have thought of during this stream that I'm gonna mention in the video is pipe locations and legality, which is a minor thing, but it does bug me because depending on the map, it's sometimes legal to climb a pipe and sometimes not, and the pipes are really strangely placed in some missions. Like they go from second floor to the third floor, and then on the other side of the building from the first floor to the second floor and stuff like that. And I don't know why they didn't just follow the same concept that they had in Paris, which is just, hey, here's a pipe. It goes from the bottom to the top. Have fun. You are allowed to climb it. Then the mission stories being inconsistent in how they unlock. I'll probably bring that up. I think that's a very minor thing, but still. I don't care about if it's logically legal. Because, I mean, when is it logically illegal to climb a pipe? It just makes pipes useless if you can't climb them. I mean, you can tell where you can climb down and up into train. It does have, like, visual indicators. If there is ice, you can't climb. If there is not ice, you can climb. What else? Well, menus are a shitfest, but this is the one improvement they made in the menus. They included this. So there is a chance that people actually find these missions, because back when I was actively playing Hitman 2, I constantly getting messages like, what is this mission that you're playing? I don't have that mission. Yeah, you do, you just can't find it because the menus are a shitfest. Then, oh, then there's the bloom thing. Oh my god, I want to go back to Sapienza. That was so beautiful. Let's go back to Sapienza and enjoy that visual treat. And what else? The Mendoza loop, where different people can get poisoned depending on your proximity. Then the dumb as fuck camera thing where you can't switch shoulders. And the challenge is not unlocking shit. Which is to be expected, but disappointing nonetheless.
Something just blew up, I don't know what. You can't let whoever's out there have the initiative.
Well, nice that this still works in this game.
Weird.
Like, right now it looks good. When just not looking at any light sources. But as soon as I take the sky into view, just... ah. I mean, the sky is in... not just the sky, but the sun is in the other direction, I think. Can't really look at it from here. They're like that. Man, just don't look at the... well, any light source, and it looks okay. I don't have 2016 installed. And even if I did, it wouldn't look the same, because they fucked with 2016 at some point. Okay, here we go. Here we go! Get your sunglasses out. Boom! Beautiful. Oh my, I can't see shit now.
Ether's field lab.
So dark all of a sudden.
The virus prototype will be close by. Look for some type of quarantine unit.
Holy shit, that is actually really bright.
Virus destroyed. 2 targets remaining.
Command, I've arrived at the location and it looks clear. Back to smoking.
Yeah, definitely. Hi. definitely using that cave as an example of how bad the lighting is. I actually cannot see where I'm going. Oh, look at that! Look at that red! Ugh. 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 Please don't. Oof. I mean, ray tracing won't affect me. So I don't even know what to predict. Or I don't even care, is the more important thing, because it's impossible to get into ray tracing these days. And it shouldn't require ray tracing to fix the dogshit lighting, because the lighting didn't always used to be dogshit. It used to look good. Just undo the fuck-ups. No, that's not where I was trying to go. I actually couldn't see this path here. Unbelievable. So, I'm gonna blind you guys again because I want to see this beauty. Let's turn the game filters on, GeForce Experience, and boom! It's beautiful. Look at that, the dark area actually looks better. You can actually see in here. Oh, oh, that's pretty.
Entering the Ether Lab requires a key card and a uniform. Luckily, it seems both are
I can't
within
shoot her because I can't see the see the crosshair.
Seen something suspicious?
Hey,
I haven't seen anything. Nothing suspicious. Nice.
Target down. Next up, Francesca DeSantis.
Ah.
All objectives complete. Now head towards an exit.
Take safeties off.
Ah. Oh, you can't climb over this. Oh no, I destroyed the car I was supposed to escape in. Well, it's a it's a longer run.
Hey, where are you?
Let's go to a really dark area. Like right here. Is this open?
What?
Hey, that hurt.
Oh. Okay, it was... The game was kind of stuck for a second. Okay, it doesn't look that fine. This doesn't look too bad. With sunglasses on. Ooh!
Get your shit together and you're off to work. Pronto. It's almost lunchtime. Okay.
Okay, let's do the opposite. Minimum exposure. Yeah, this is looking good. We're gonna play like this.
Good to see that we're heavy on the security.
Okay, these are some effective settings, I will say that. Okay, let's go back to something that works.
This is the 5th time I've tried to call. Huh. Hey, I'm sorry for the first one. Ah, security. You look well prepared. Marina came by the bar last night, asking for Roberto.
Am I looking at the results screen at the moment? Oh, there's the challenges. What rating did I get? Nobody knows! I fixed the rating system. Oh, I didn't get any sort of rating. It just broke. Of course it broke. Why would it not break? Good shit. Good shit. Nah, I'm still on 9. Don't think I disconnected at any point during that. Oh, wonderful. Nothing wrong with the lighting in this game. Granted, I may have helped a bit. But yeah, even if I tried to do the review with like all possible minimum notes without elaborating on stuff, now it disconnected. Oh boy. It's still gonna be pretty long. But it won't be like an hour long like it could have been. Please check your internet connection. IO, how about you check your fucking servers? Yeah. I might be done for today, because I can't think of anything else I would even want to check. I feel like I have a fairly comprehensive list of stuff that I want to complain about, and a few things I want to praise. Let's see. What do I have on this list? Always online, the unlock system, the challenges being boring, the rating system, VR being stuck on fucking PlayStation 4, the camera in Chongqing being crap, sniping being completely busted, no option to mute the handlers. Then, oh, I actually already do have a note about the lighting being shit, but I'm gonna have to expand on that. Well, I'm gonna mention ETs, at least briefly, even if we don't know much about them. Then, the way they handled the PC level transfer process. I think that was unbelievably poorly handled. And then good things. All of Berlin, some of Chongqing, maps being smaller in general, the way they actually used the story in a way that made for interesting maps, and the shortcut system was actually pretty good. And then questionable things are the final mission being on a train, and the keypads, which you can kind of cheat by knowing the combinations. And then new additions that I got from now. The pipe climbing stuff, inconsistent mission stories, the menus being a shitfest, but points for this tab right here. The fucked up lighting, the Mendoza thing with poison, broken camera shoulder, and the fact that challenges don't unlock anything. I think I'm gonna probably mention that. The epic thing I don't give a fuck about, except the fact that they fucked up the level import. Mendoza poison thing, meaning that if you are close to the target will drink the poison drink, but if you are far away from the target's wife will drink that. It's kinda messed up. Probably should be fixed. Yeah, I don't have to play the PlayStation version of the VR thing to call it shit. Like, it is the worst headset out there, to my understanding. And even if the actual headset part of it was fine, then it doesn't change the fact that its controls are so limited that it is not going to be a good time. It really is just a slap in the face of anyone who is into VR. Poisoning and serving a target in a guard outfit is unsuspiciously gonna be a bug. Don't know, probably. Haven't really looked into that. So hello, Rocky Horse. Oh yeah, actually, I think I did that too in Mendoza, but yeah, I don't know how widespread that thing is. Maybe it's supposed to work like that. It seems a bit odd, but oh well. I mean, the sniper maps are still playable if you have Hitman 2. No, they're not even in the locations menu. Good. But this is all there is to it. Oh yeah, I have the shoulder swap thing on the list. I don't think there was anything confusing about the missions. Unless you really want to try to follow the story. Like, for some reason in Berlin, 47 is killing ICA agents to send a message. Why? I don't know, and I don't care. It's a good premise and that's all I care about. Yeah, at this point I honestly don't care that much about stair subdues. It's stupid, but I guess I've gotten used to it. So look at all that bloom, even in this. Oh, and this, of course. Oof. But yeah, I think I might call it here and start writing some notes. And maybe I'll one day actually get around to recording something. Maybe the video will come out sometime this year. As it should, because I'm not gonna put that much effort into it. As always. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. See you later. Bye.